What's up, guys? Your phone's just Alex. Cool. Okay, so we'll get started in just a minute or two. A little midday blast, so that'll be fun. And let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So if you don't already have some beats, pump up something good. And yeah, we'll get started in just a minute or so. Won't need anything for today's practice, just water, towel. Should be good. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump in. So about a 30-minute class or so, we're going to focus on that kind of center line of the body through your abdominal center. We're going inner thighs, hamstrings, glutes, all that kind of stuff. And that's it. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to work for a big concentrated amount of time, have a little transition in between, and then we'll go on to the next set. So we're going to start by just warming things up. So turn up your beats if they're not already, and plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Take your knees underneath your hips and just start with a few cat-cows. So on your inhale, you'll drop your belly, tip your tailbone up, look up. As you exhale, tuck your chin, round your shoulders, look for your belly button. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your shoulders. And then take a few more on your own. You can add any little extra sways, maybe a few little twists. This might be like your little moment in between lunch break kind of things. So this might be the first time you've stood up from your desk in a little while. So take a few kind of sways of your hips from side to side. Maybe roll your neck out a couple of times. Just give yourself a little bit of movement. And then really stack yourself back into that nice strong tabletop position. We're just gonna take a moment to kind of turn things on, so to speak. And so inhale, stretch your right leg long and your left arm forward. So stretch through fingertips to toes and push the floor away so you get really active and you lift through the center line of your body. Pull your belly in, lengthen and reach in opposite direction. Just hold it, breathe in. And then as you exhale, slowly start to lift your left shin off the floor at any amount. See if you can find your balance, find your breath. Notice your body start to turn on. Keep looking for your edge for 3. Strong, steady breaths, 2. And then inhale, fill up. And exhale, gently release back to your mat. Let's take it on the other side. Just waking things up, right? Left leg goes back, nice and long. Right arm follows. Actively push the floor away, stretch and reach through your fingertips and your toes. Find as much length as you can. Hold your low belly in and breathe in. As you exhale, slowly find your right shin, start to lift it off the floor. Take your time. Once you gather your balance in 1 degree, maybe play with it. Can you lift a little higher, or is that what you have for the day? No problem. Find your length, find your body turned all the way on so you're stable and strong. 3, 2, and gently release back to your mat. All right, with your hands underneath your shoulders and your hips over your knees. We're gonna go ahead and get started in here. So with your hands under your shoulders, hips over your knees, you'll take your right leg into your chest and then drive it out and back. So in and then out. And you can stay on your hands or you can drop down to the forearms if that feels more comfortable. And we just start here, okay? And we're gonna add on after that. So let's do it from that tabletop position. We'll start with donkey kicks. Right knee pulls into your chest, drive it out through your heel. So you keep your heel in line with your body, bring it in, Drive it out. Again, forearms or palms up to you. Whatever you do decide, hold your low belly and drive through your heels. Stay nice and lifted through the center line of your body. You can move with your breath. So as you exhale, drive your heel out. As you inhale, pull your knee in. We'll do 10 more on this side. 9, 8, 7, 6. We got 5 more, and we'll keep your legs straight behind you in 3, 2, and keep your legs straight, nice and strong. Gently tap your toe to the floor, and then lift straight leg. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Do your best to keep your hips square. Stretch the top of your head forward. Stay light, stay strong. Abs are in nice and controlled, so you're not throwing your leg up super high. It's all stable from the center line of your body, and you're just looking for your edge. So lift, and then bring it down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Exercise control as you bring your foot to the floor. You're not slamming it on the ground, right? 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. Strong breaths. We're here for 5. In 4, you'll keep your right leg lifted. You have 3, 2, and keep your right leg lifted. Start to draw circles. You can point your toes or flex your foot. Just make sure that movement's happening from the hip joint, little or big. 10. Just remember which way you go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep your legs straight in 2. Legs stay straight. Just a pulse. Up, up, up. You can, again, point or flex. It's up to you. Stretch through the top of your head. Stay nice and light through the center line of your body. Little pulses. Up, up, up. Think more up than down. You got this. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right leg to the floor. Let's do it on the other side. Left knee in. Drive it out. Knee into your chest. Drive through your heel. Keep your heel in line with your body. Long straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Abs still held in to support your low back. And imagine like you're closing a big heavy door behind you. So you want to move with control. Drive through your heel. Big push. Push. For 10. 9, 8, 7. Strong breaths for 6, 5, 4. Tap to lift in 3, 2. And keep your legs straight. Tap down, lift, tap, lift. So really control that descent down, forcing your abdominals to slow you down as you bring your foot to tap. Good. Keep lifting out of your shoulders. Notice if you sink there. Lots of little things to pay attention to, really creating this kind of mindful meditation. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, and we'll draw circles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your leg lifted. Draw your circles again. Pointed toes or flexed foot. Right, and one side might be a little more elegant than the other. Right, this side's a little awkward for me. So you might have one side that's more awkward or less. Just notice which way you're going. Finish it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Big breaths for 3, 2. Keep it up. Pulse it up. Straight leg pulse. Up, up, up. Nice and strong. Stretch to the top of your head. Hold your belly in. Focus on your breath. Just a few more moments left. Push the floor away. Hold it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Big breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your foot to the floor. Let's take it back to those donkey kicks on the right. Just 10 of them. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Drive through. 5, 4, 3, 2, And hold it out, just 10 taps. Tap to the floor, lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7. We'll go 6, 5, finishing it out. 4, 3, and we'll make it even. 2, and 1. Tap back, send it back through center. Go for the left side. We finish donkey kicks. 10, 9, drive through your heel. 8, 7, 6, big steady breaths. 5, 4 more. 3, 2, strong, keep it out. Tap, lift, tap, lift. 8, 7, come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Release it. Give yourself a little child's pose moment. Send it back. Take a breath. And then we're going to make it onto our back. So take a moment to lay on your back, and we'll set up for some abdominals. So we're going to start with just little toe taps, and you'll tabletop your legs, point your toes. Keep this position of your legs the whole time, and you can relax yourself down to the mat or even lift your head and shoulders off, and you'll send your whole leg down in that kind of tabletop position and then back up to center, alternating between the right and the left. Just a soft tap, hinge from the hip, soft tap, hinge from the hip, soft tap, soft tap. Good. So from there, we'll take Pilates crunch, little pulses up. After that, feet come to the floor, and you'll tap heel taps. And then we'll go across the body, right to left, left to right with knee taps. So here we go. Let's set it up. Point your toes, tabletop your legs. You can take your head and shoulders lifted or not, and you start with your taps. So make sure you keep that strong tabletop position. Head and shoulders can lift or not. Make sure the knees meet back at about that 90 spot. Tap, tap. Really stabilizing from the center. So working across the abdominals, really keeping it strong. 5 more here. 4, 3, and we'll set up for Pilates crunch. 2 more. And then last one, tap, tap, come back, flex your feet, shoulder blades off the mat. If they're not already, start your pulses up. Tiny little pulses like you're being led from your collarbones. Up, up, up. Little flex of your toes back towards your face. Focus on your breath. 10 more. 10, 9, lift. 8, 7, 6, in 5. Heel taps. 4, 3, 2, feet on the mat. Put your feet down, lift your hands. Shoulder blades are just gliding off the floor as you tap for the outsides of your heels, outsides of your feet. The closer you bring your feet together, the more challenge you'll offer yourself. The wider they are, a little less challenge. So take it where you need it. You might need more challenge today. You might need less. Only you know that edge. 10 more. 9. Big breaths. 8. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Right into knee tap. So tap just across the body. Reach, 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 reach. So reach opposite hand to opposite knee. Big steady breaths. 10 more. 9, 7, 6. Last 5, 4, 3 from the top in 2. There we go. From the top, legs up, point your toes. Head and shoulders can lift or lower, and then hinge from the knee. Little toe taps. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Strong breaths. Really think about your abdominals turning on. You can really start to feel the muscles in your abdominal center like shift as your legs shift. 4, 3, last 2, and we'll set up for Pilates crunch. Last one, and flex. Shoulder blades off, just right into your pulse. Pulse up. More challenge is to send your heels forward so you take your knees further out of line with your hips. Otherwise, they're stacked right on top in a nice straight line. Lift your chest up. Lead with your collarbones. 10 to finish. 9, 8 big breaths. 7, 6, let's go. Push, push. 3, 2, 1. Feet on the mat. Tap for your heels. Outsides of your feet, closer or further apart. Take your choice. Just start to wake your body up, man. Think about your abdominals. You can really start to feel it burn. Whew. Come on. Minute and a half left. That's it. 10, 9. We'll tap for the knees in 8, 7. Use your breath. 6, 5, 4 more. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Tap it out. Cross the body. Right to left, left to right. Use it. Go get it. So you get that nice work of the internal and external oblique in this set, right? Especially when you reach down to tap toes to the floor, and then here the upper body reaches across the body. Push. 5 more. 4, 3. We'll hit back into those toe taps. 2, and 1. Right to left. Bring it up. Point your toes. Again, head down or up tap. Start moving and hinging from the hip. So you really force your abdominals to do the work. Big, strong breaths. Notice what you got right here. 10, 9. Good news, only 30 seconds left. 8. See what we get through. 7, 6. Really find your control. 5 more. 4, and we'll take it to Pilates crunch. We got the time. 3, 2. Let's find it. Come on. Last one. Tap it out. Finish. Feet up, go, pulse up, up just 10, go 9, 8, we're finishing 7, 6, 5, big breaths, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it, knees into your chest. We made it. Give yourself a little squeeze, little rock, little shimmy. Whew. Okay, we're gonna slide onto our side. So go ahead and take a moment to lay out onto your side and straighten your legs. Bring yourself in a pretty straight as you got line, and you'll even point your toes. So we'll just start by lifting and lowering the top leg. Just lift and lower. Do your best to keep your hips stacked on top of one another. Sometimes we try to lean back to get the leg to lift higher. Really focus on working from the obliques and the spinal erectors to lift and lower from here. Afterwards, we'll hold in a hovered position. Bottom leg's the only leg that lifts. You can stabilize from that top hand. Third position, we'll take the top leg down, and then we lift. Bottom leg lifts. Together, they lower with control. Lift, lift, lower. And then fourth round, both legs will lift and lower simultaneously. Again, do your best to keep yourself in a strong straight line. And we start now. Let's do this. Top leg lifts and then lowers. Lift, lower. Just look for your edge, no one else's. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hold your belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and you'll keep the top leg hovered. Last one up, keep the top leg hovered, just the bottom leg lifts and then lowers. Lift and lower. Exercise as much control as you can, really working to strengthen through your inner thighs. Those low adductor muscles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Combo this in 2. And release. Okay, top leg lowers. Lift to that hover point. Bottom leg lifts, and then lower them both together. So top leg lifts, bottom leg lifts, lower with control. Let's do 10. Control. 9, 8, 7, 6. Big breaths. 5 more. 4, 3. Last 2. And last one. Lift, lift, lower. Both legs. Bring them up and then lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Focus on your breath. 10 more. 9, 8. Oh yeah. 7, 6, 5, 4. Really think about lifting from the side. 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Switch sides. Flip it to the other. Let's do this. So top leg's the only one in motion. Get yourself in a nice, strong, straight line. Stack your hips. Point your toes. Here we go. Lift, lower to hover. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the top hip forward. That's always my nasty little habit. Ugh. Belly in. Big breaths. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 more, 5, 4, 3, last 2, top leg will hover, and last one, bring it to hover. Bottom leg, the only one in motion, keep the hips stacked, bottom leg lifts and lowers. Just the bottom leg in motion, so really hold your belly in, focus on your breath, lift, and then lower. Find your control. Keep that strong, straight line. Good. Here to 10, 9, 8, 7. Go for 6, 5. We'll hit that combo in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs lower. Here we go. Top leg lifts, bottom leg lifts, both legs lower together. Lift, lift, lower. 10, control. 9, lift, lift. 8, 7. You really use your focus. The more control that you can exercise, the more of that long, lean muscle mass you can create. But also, you're creating this really like deep down strength that really creates stabilization in the body, which means you're less likely rather, to get injured because the body is super stable from all those little tiny muscles. So we'll finish with 4 here. 2, and then release. Okay, let's do this. Both legs lift and then lower. Keep yourself in a straight line. Go for it. Lift, lower, lift, lower. We got about 10, 9, from the side, 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4. We finish it off right here in 3, 2, and 1. That's it. We're done. All right, give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock or roll or shimmy. We're going to make it into a plank position. So next little circuit, we're going to go through some plank stuff. So from your shoulders, stack them right over the tops of your elbows, and you'll start with just knee taps. So you can go one at a time or both at the same time, and they'll just soft tap to the floor and then bring it up. A little hover, lift, lower. From here, you walk the feet all the way in, dolphin, and then you'll walk them all the way back out. So just a little walk. So you're gonna walk in as far as you can. Maybe your hips will stack over your shoulders, and then walk yourself all the way back out to your plank. Make it strong. Third move, we'll find that plank again and seesaw from front to back. And then finally, you'll flip onto your back. Legs go to the ceiling for leg raises. Lower and lift one at a time or both at the same time. So we'll meet back into that forearm plank position because we start there with knee taps in 3. Here we go, stack it up, 2. And we're in motion, shoulders over your elbows, tap, tap. Again, one at a time or both at the same time. We just got 10 of them here, so let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We'll walk it in for dolphin in 2. And walk it in for dolphin, walk it in. Shoulders, hips stack over your shoulders. Walk your feet in as close as you can. Walk it all the way out. We just do 10 of them. Back to your plank. Walk it all the way out. 9. Lift, 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 lift. 8. This is 7. 6. Just in as far as you can. 5 more. Really strengthens the shoulders also. So stay lifted, push the floor away. Always can readjust your arms if you need to. Walk in, send it back out. 3 more. 2. Last one. Walk it in. And then all the way out, we meet in that plank. Just seesaw. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We'll flip on our backs in 5, 4, 3. Just pushing through the toes. 2, and 1. Flip onto your back. Let's go leg raises. Legs go to the ceiling. Support your low back. The little triangle of your hands. And then legs lower and lift. So you can peel your shoulder blades off the floor. Take your time, point or flex your feet. And you can also always go one leg at a time too. Okay, we got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. Last 5, 4. We got about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. 3. From the top in 2. And last one, down, up. Let's meet back in that plank. Cross it over. Find your plank position. Knee taps together or one at a time. Go for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's find that dolphin from your plank. Walk your feet in as close as you can. Lift, 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 lift. Walk it all the way back out. Send it back in. 9. Take your time. We just got about 7 more. 6. 5. Last 4. Lift, lift, lift. 3 more. Walking it in for 2. Set back. Last one. Walk in. And then meet back in your plank. Just 10 seesaws from front to back. 10, 9. Come on. 8, 7. Hold your abs. 6, 5. We'll take our leg raises in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flip onto your back. Legs go up. Let's just hit 10 leg raises. Go for 10. 9, as fast or as slow as you need. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Back to our plank. Let's do this. Bring it up, flip it over. We got about 35 seconds left. So let's finish this last little bit out. Singles or double knees for 10, 9, 8, 7. Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3. Walk it in 2, and 1. Walk it in. Find your dolphin. High, high, high on your toes. Send it back out to your plank. Walk it in. Send it out. We're going to go for the end. Just 10 seconds left. Do your best. Give yourself your best effort. Walk to your clean plank. Walk to that nice clean dolphin. And in 3, 2, and 1. We're done. Knees down. Give yourself a little press back into child's pose. Can kind of shimmy a little bit. We're going to flip over onto our backs and finish out this final round. Ish, right? We got a bonus round. Gotta have a little bonus round. Okay, so from that final position, we're gonna start on our backs. So feet about hip width distance. Just gonna take a few rounds of bridge. But this time you're gonna lift your heel, or lift your toes rather. So flex your toes up towards your knees. You're still in that hip width distance. You can fit about a fist in between your knees or so. Roll your shoulder blades down your back, plant your palms. Keep your feet flexed really firmly. Drag through your heels, lift your hips, and then lower, lift and lower. Round 1. And then you'll keep your hips lifted. You'll pulse up. Round 2. Round 3. The feet will walk out a nice good amount, maybe like a foot or so, and then lower your hips and drive them up. Lower, lift, and you'll pulse up from this position as well. So let's start back in that hip width distance. Walk your heels in. Make sure your knees and heels are in pretty much a straight line. And then on your exhale, you'll lift And inhale, you'll lower, keep your hips lifted off the mat. Exhale, hips up, inhale, lower, and hover. Move with your breath. Big squeeze at the top, lower to hover. Big squeeze at the top, lower to hover. Squeeze, flex your feet, drive through your heels. And really see if you can feel your glutes turn on, like put your head in your bum, find that engagement. 10 more. 9. In 4, we'll stay lifted for a pulse. We got 3, 2. Keep your hips lifted, pulse up, up, up. So that pulse is happening from a contraction and a release of your glutes. So squeeze and release rather than just thrusting the hips up and down. Find this ability to be able to turn your muscles on, off, on, off, on, off, push, push, push. So you're reinforcing this neural pathway to get really comfortable with turning your glutes on, which is super important for stabilizing the body. Flex your feet if they've fallen, lift your hips, squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe it. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Walk your feet out, foot-ish. Keep your toes pulled up. Lower your hips, hover, drive. Hover, drive. Use the exhale. Squeeze, keep your feet flexed. Push through the heel. Really squeeze your glutes. Abs turn on, glutes turn on. You don't have to get super high. Push, push. Come on. Feel your body turn on. Yes, you can. 10, 9, 8. Focus on your breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're up pulsing. Go. Lift it up. Pulse up, up, up. Flex your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Focus. Go, 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 go. Nice strong breaths. Squeeze your glutes. Focus on the muscle you want to turn on. You got to think about it, think about it, think about it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. It's okay if it's challenging. It's supposed to be challenging. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Give your knees a squeeze. Give them a little hug. Shake it out, but we do it again. So feet back on the floor. Flex your feet. Feet are a little closer towards the body. Knees and heels about in one line. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lift. Release, lift. Hover, squeeze. So you're always exercising control through your movement. Drive through your heels. Keep flexing your feet. Notice your inner thighs turn on. You're like, oh yeah, there they are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, find your pulse in 2. Stay lifted, feet flex, pulse up, 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 up. Tiny squeeze, 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 squeeze. Woo. Minute 30 left. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Push it. 3, 2, hold it. Walk it out about a foot-ish. Foot, half a foot or so. Little gap between your hips and the floor, right? Hover, drive. Hover, drive. Keep your knees in line with your hips. Push it. Come on, keep pulling your toes back towards your knees. Drag through your heels. Focus on your breath. Big squeeze at the top. We're closing out. Final minute here. Nice big push. 10 more. 9. Got 55 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You'll stay lifted for your pulse in 3, 2. Let's find it. Lift it up. Pulse it up. Up, up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Think about it. Push, push, push. You got to stay breathing. So focus on your inhale and your exhale. And then think about your glutes. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the top. Knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Okay, we're going to take it down to 10. We're closing it out. Feet flat, hips up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We pulse in 4, 3. Keep your feet flexed. 2, hips up. Pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Go. 3, 2. Hold it. Step it out. And then lower. Knees into your chest. We finished it out. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe shake through your ankles a little bit. Stretch through. And then we're going to seal this whole puppy off with just 1 minute of bicycles. That's it. So 1 minute, we're gonna finish it out. Lay back if you sat up, hands on behind your head, elbows wide. You'll take it across the body, right, left to right, right to left. So let's set it up. We just got 1 minute to finish in 3, 2, let's do it. 1 minute's right here. Elbows nice and wide. Point through your toes, or you can flex, but do find a really straight leg. So you find that beginning and end to every movement. Nothing's halfway done, right? Elbows are wide, strong and steady push. To work that internal, external oblique, balancing all the work we did in this quick little class. We're already past 30 seconds, so keep working. You can go faster or slower, depending on what your body's asking for, but choose to finish for you. You finish what you start. Push, come on, almost there. Elbows are wide, breath is full. You can always take your legs even higher, take a little bit of the pressure off, or take them as low as you can. Add more pressure on. We're finishing it out right here. It's got about 5 seconds left, so give yourself your best. Elbows wide, find your breath, finish 3, 2, and 1. Knees into your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Release your feet to the floor, goalpost out your elbows. Shift your hips over to the right, pull your knees into your chest, let your knees fall off towards the left. Look over your right shoulder. Just take a little twist here at the inner end of your practice. Nice and slow, bring yourself back through center. You can plant your feet on the floor, shift your hips all the way to the left, knees into your chest. Let your knees fall off towards the right. Look over your left shoulder, seal it off with a couple of breaths. And then nice and slow, bring yourself back through center. You can give yourself a quick little squeeze or hug. Any last little stretches or breaths that you feel like you need. And then take a couple of moments, stretch your legs long. Notice how good you feel. Give yourself a little love and a little credit. Good job for showing up. Quick little blast, but it always works really, really well. So I hope you have a nice little burn on this Monday and have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all soon. Namaste.